Hello my friends, my name is DragonHeart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome back to another top 5 list regarding Total War and the Total War series. And today we will be looking at the top 5 Total War YouTubers, or at least the top 5 in my opinion. Now this list you're probably surprised by because I'm not actually looking at a Total War game in this series, but the community within Total War is a pretty good community, to be fair. I've been a member of this community since 2013 when I started doing YouTube videos on my channel when I first started. Many of these channels I feel like I've grown up with, you know, and I've watched, and some of them you'll be aware of, some of them you won't be aware of, and some of them you will probably say, well, you've missed this person out and that person out. Like I said, this is my opinion, so these will be channels that I watch, channels that I feel like add a lot of value to what they do in the Total War YouTube community. And like I say in every video, please let me know what your opinion would be for your top 5 Total War YouTubers, or your favorite YouTubers. There are, you know, YouTubers on this list which I have excluded, which are actually my friends and stuff, but I'm picking this list purely on what I think, you know, these YouTubers add as far as value goes in the community. You know, and they're all different for different things that they sort of add. Some of them are Let's Players, some of them look at other sort of aspects and do things a little bit differently in their videos. So, you know, this is gonna be my list basically. And yeah, please join me in this video and let me know, obviously in the comment section, what would be your sort of top 5. Anyway guys, let's start up with my number 5. So number 5, I have gone with H for Havoc. So Havoc's been a YouTuber that I've known for a few years. I actually come across him, I think it was through sort of suggestions from other YouTubers, but he covers so much on his channel, it would be a crime not to include him in some way. So I've put him in at number 5. He does, as he says in his sort of his banner by here, games and gaming tech news, reviews, guides, uploads Mondays and Thursdays. He does lots of stuff, but he primarily does Total War. You can see I've started watching his Three Kingdoms full review. I've started watching that. I haven't finished watching it, but I'll go back and watch that when I have a bit of time before I go to bed later tonight. He's been covering Three Kingdoms quite a bit. You can see here quite recently as well. He's got a Gong Do faction spotlight and stuff like that. His popular uploads, he's got some fantastic uploads here. He does lots of kind of mod spotlights. So you can see he's got Ancient Empires. He was heavily involved when that mod was sort of being developed of getting videos out, and you can see he's benefited from it by some of these videos. Sure, the views they're getting is phenomenal. He's got some Cossacks 3 hype videos. I actually remember playing the first Cossacks game, which I do actually have in my bedroom somewhere, which I will show you probably in a vlog video at some point. I actually have a physical copy of it, as well as other stuff regarding Ancient Empire. As you can see, current series, he's doing lots of gaming news stuff, 71 videos in that playlist. So you can clearly see he is very committed to what he does. Some of the videos that I personally enjoyed the best, if I can bring them up by here, and hopefully I can find them as I'm talking to you guys, were his tutorial videos on how he made, well, they weren't really tutorials, but they were like spotlight videos of how he made some of his thumbnails. His thumbnails are second to none. They're just so good. His thumbnails are so good, and I feel like he makes the best thumbnails in the community, hands down. I'm somebody who prides myself on making very good thumbnails, but I feel like he just wins it every time, hands down. He makes them for people. I think he makes them for Lionheart. He's made them for some other YouTubers as well. He's basically got his own, like, he's like a freelance designer. So if you are looking, if you are somebody listening or watching who wants, you know, some artwork made, then I would definitely get in touch with Havoc. I'm sure he can make it for you for a small fee. So he's somebody that I would definitely recommend checking out if you haven't already checked him. You've got his information on here. He's got his own Discord. Look, he uploads every Monday and Thursday here. He's got some social media stuff here, his email, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and he's also got his own Patreon as well if you want to go a little bit further in supporting him. And plus he's got Instagram, which you can see down the bottom as well. So H for Havoc is somebody that I felt like warranted a place on this list, and that's why I have gone with him for my number 5. Okay, so number 4, and we have gone with Mr. Smart Donkey himself, or to give him his full title, Mr. Smart Donkey LP. Lovely gentleman from the Netherlands. And I know him fairly well. I haven't spoken to him for a while, but we actually had him on the podcast a while back. So I'll hopefully try and find a thumbnail or an image of that which I'll put on the screen. He just rocks out these Let's Plays. He covers lots of other games. It's not just Total War, but I think Total War is what's given him kind of his main community, if you will. He's been cracking out the Three Kingdoms early access stuff. He's got a Liu Bei faction overview here, and he's also doing a Liu Bei Let's Play, which you can see he's on episode 3 at the time of me recording this on Sunday evening. And again, he's got loads on Shogun 2. I think Shogun 2 is his bread and butter. You can see I've been watching his clan overview of Shimazu here. He's got like a top 10s here, top 10s, top 5s. Quite funny because he's in the top 5 right now. Hello. Best units and worst units, fire rockets. He's got all different stuff. If you're somebody who's just started playing Shogun 2, I definitely recommend Smart Donkey because his Shogun 2 stuff is fantastic. But also on top of that is that he does legendary difficulty in all of his campaigns, or the vast majority of his campaigns are legendary. So you definitely, if you want to see high quality tier stuff, then yeah, I would say go for it and check him out. Are these the videos I'm in? I might be in one of these actually. I can't remember if it's button. I was in one of his videos we did before. Actually, I might type it in and see. Before I go up to the search bar, I'll try and show you that though. Again, legendary campaigns, single players, artwork again, fantastic artwork. I love like the sort of, is it bamboo or whatever it is on the side, probably miles off of the way, but it looks great with the flag and stuff. And I'm, like I said in the H for Havoc thing, I'm always prided myself on kind of how things are presented, and the way he presents his sort of Let's Plays in some of his thumbnails, especially these ones by here, are fantastic. So wanted to give him some praise on that. Got lots of single player stuff. He does lots of multiplayer campaigns, especially with Lionheart. And yeah, let me just see if I can just quickly find him. Mr. Smart Donkey, and I'll put DragonHeart in because I did a battle video with him. It's by here. No, that's not it. It's below by here. So if this one by here, look, Total War Best of 3 DragonHeart, Battle 1 a Total War multiplayer battle series. It's fantastic, nice to take part in it. I won't spoil it, but you can probably guess who won. But it was nice to take part in that with him as well. And I got other battles by here, like I fought with Haxo the Hunter and stuff like that. So it was good, battle for the old world group thing that we did, and something else which I did, which is not relating to thing. And there's the podcast by here, Tactical Difficulties Podcast Season 2 Episode 3, featuring Mr. Smart Donkey. It's actually on Stitzer's channel, but we had Mr. Smart Donkey on as our guest there, and it's nice to get to know him a little bit better, inside and sort of outside YouTube as well. So yeah, that's why I've gone Mr. Smart Donkey as my number 4 choice. Number 3, and we have gone with Surreal Beliefs, the Commissar. Surreal Beliefs is somebody that's grown on me over the last few years. When I first came across his channel about 2.5, 3 years ago, and it might be a personal choice more than anything, but I don't tend to drift near the sort of American style YouTubers. I tend to stay with the European ones more. For some reason, I don't know why, but I just find the American accent can be quite grating sometimes to me personally. But then again, I imagine my accent probably is the same to non-European viewers. So I certainly understand that sort of from both sides of the coin. However, Surreal Beliefs, he grew on me after giving him a second chance and watching more of his stuff, and especially his Warhammer videos and content. The way he goes into the lore when he's doing his Let's Plays and talks about certain characters from like the end times and stuff, and how they affect certain things, and just a little bit of background information from characters. He invests you and pulls you into his Let's Plays so much as a viewer that I just felt like I need to get him in this list somewhere, and I felt like this was probably the perfect place for him. You can see he's got some early access going on here with Cao Cao and the Total War 3 Kingdoms game, which was uploaded a couple of days ago. He's doing 2 campaigns. He's doing Dongzhou and Cao Cao. I must say, I'm looking forward to this game so much. It does look really good. He's got lots of videos here if you want to check out those episodes, those campaigns. He does lots of Warhammer 2 stuff. This is his latest series, which is the Mortal Empires Knights of Origo Let's Play that he's got here, which I think are a Bretonian faction, I believe. not 100% certain. Current series, for look at all the stuff, the content he pulls out, not just on Total War but other stuff, is ridiculous. So he's got the Tenhuain Prophet of Sotek campaign, and also he's got a Prophet and the Warlock, Ikit Claw Clan Scryer campaigns, or 17 and 19 in those playlists. But then he's also got a Imperator Rome Sparta campaign going on. He's got an Anno 1800 let's play by here. He's got a Third Age Divide and Conquer submod going on here with Gondor. He's got a Shogun 2 Date campaign using the Ultimate Immersive mod, and he's also got a Warband mod showcases that he's got by here. And then you go down, he's got RPGs and action games. So again, you can see he's got Assassin's Creed Odyssey by here. He's got Valkyria Chronicles 4. He's got Skyrim Legends. He's got Shadow of War. He's got Telltale's Game of Thrones, Rise, Son of Rome, and it just goes on and on. You can see all the stuff he's got. So, like, he's I guess you could say he's more of a fantasy YouTuber with the stuff he plays, but he certainly gives special attention to Total War, and most of his content, certainly how I come across his channel, was through Total War. So if you've not checked him out, I'd recommend going to check him out. Again, artwork is on point. I'm not sure if he made these himself or whether he had someone make them for him, but again, they look superb. The artwork for his channel, the way his channel's presented, like I said, he grew on me after a while, and now like I don't mind the accent or anything at all. Just to go back to that point quickly, I said before I found it grating, but this just goes to show that, you know, you shouldn't just take your sort of first impression as gospel. Sometimes you need to invest a bit of time and check things out fully. That's what I did with Surreal Beliefs, and he's become one of my favourite YouTubers. And if you're a Warhammer fan, I would certainly recommend checking him out, because you will not be disappointed. I want to take this moment to give a very special thanks to all of my channel members and patrons that have supported me on the channel. You'll see their names listed on the screen right now. If you want to become a channel member, hit the join button on the YouTube page and it'll take you through the details there. And if you want to support the channel, you can do for as little as $1 a month. Check the description for the Patreon link. Number 2, and I have gone with Lionheart X10. So the story here, very quick story, I've mentioned it in vlogs and streams in the past, but Lionheart was the YouTuber that got me into Total War in the first place. I was a younger person than what I am now, in university, and he's actually the same age as me as well, and he finished his degree the same time as me, so I've certainly got that in common with him. But I was unable to play Total War at the time because I didn't have a gaming PC, I only had a laptop, and I ended up spending like an entire summer just watching Lionheart videos on Empire Total War and on like using Darth mod on Napoleon and stuff like that. And I loved his like Portugal campaign, his Greece campaign, his Denmark campaign. He's playing all these like minor factions with this mod, and his channel like exploded. Sort of, it went from like 2,000 to like 6,000 to 10,000, etc., etc. And I felt like I was on the journey with him, watching all of his videos and stuff. Rome 2 come out, and his channel just went on from strength to strength from there. And his commentary got better as well. He has probably the most professional commentary out of any YouTuber in the community. He is very clear and concise. He uploads on a very regular basis, and he's also one of the largest channels at 345k strong. You can see he's got some sponsorships and stuff going on here with Overclockers and Games Planet, Steel Series and MSI. Got some great artwork as well. You've got sort of green skins and dwarves here and Vikings. You've also got a little Napoleon there and Roman by here. So nice kind of flavour to his channel. And again, you've got early access to Three Kingdoms going on here. I started watching some of his son Juan, the Tiger of Shandong, for Three Kingdoms by here. So he's got that going on if you're interested in that. He's also got a multiplayer campaign going on by here, Cao Cao versus Liu Bei. So if you're interested in seeing how he goes there, then I'll check that out. He has preview gameplays and campaigns going on for all Three Kingdoms stuff here, which is to be expected, plus the recent Mortal Empires, Ikit Claw campaign, and also Elizabeth Tenhuain campaign as well. And again, he's doing some Dol Guldur stuff on the Divide and Conquer Third Age, very similar to Surreal Beliefs in that regard. He's got some vlog videos he does by here, like King of Total War, Return of the King, some stuff going on there. And again, popular uploads, his most watched video, Total War Rome 2. I did say at the start that Rome 2 was sort of the channel which helped his channel explode, and you can see why by here. His top 2 videos, Rome to Sparta campaign episode 1, 5 years ago, over 1 million views, and his Roman campaign's also pushing 1 million views. Historically speaking, number 1s in any series always tend to be the most viewed if you're doing a Let's Play. But you can see, you know, he was there on release of all of these big games here, Warhammer, Attila, Rome 2, and as far as Let's Play go, if you're somebody who's on the fence about, you know, buying one of these Total War games, go and check out a couple of his videos. The commentary will again win you over, I think. He's been criticised in the past of perhaps not being the best Total War player, and he's, you know, he openly admits that he's not the best, but he certainly is a fantastic and very skilled player. He explains things very well, and he does enjoy the odd cup of tea. as a Brit, as a fellow Brit, you know, I love cups of tea as well, but he certainly loves cups of tea, as he very often will find him mention it in some of his episodes. He'll record in the morning and say, I've got a nice tea and now I'm starting the latest episode of whatever series that he's doing. He does do some other stuff, and he does do lots of like sponsorship stuff, like with new headsets and keyboards and mice and stuff. A lot of tech stuff if you're into tech kind of stuff as a genre. He's got some VR gameplay stuff at the bottom by here. And yeah, overall just a very nice, well-rounded YouTuber with lots of stuff. And like I said, he was one of the YouTubers that first got me into Total War. I had to include him. He would have been number 1 if not for somebody else, which you'll see in a second. But in my heart, he's, you know, one of the best. In my DragonHeart to his Lionheart, I guess, he is one of the best, and that's why I've got him on this list at number 2. And here we are, number 1, and I have picked Legend of Total War. So he is one of the biggest channels in the Total War community, with just shy of 160,000 subscribers, and as you can see by here, he is the foul-mouthed, short-tempered Australian. Now, Legend of Total War is not to everybody's taste, but for me, and for my opinion, I think he's the best, and there's many reasons why. He always says it as it is. He's very honest, sometimes too honest in what he says, to the point where he's criticised sort of, you know, CA and stuff in the past, which perhaps might have not gone in his favour for things such as like getting access to events or early access and stuff like that. You'll see it, you know, his uploads by here. He hasn't got anything from the recent Three Kingdoms stuff, whereas all the other YouTubers did. So you can see that playing a part on his channel. But I don't think he suffered for it at all. If anything, I think he's actually done better without it, because he's been forced to think about other things and stuff which you can, you know, be successful on YouTube without having to rely on early access, to use your own brain to do stuff. His Saving Your Disaster campaign series is fantastic, regularly getting in good views, and it's fantastic to see him get somebody else's save file and to try and basically win a campaign or come back from a campaign to where he can give the save file back to the person and say, here you are, you should be fine now. Where he's literally like, you're bankrupt, you've only got like 1 army left or 1 general left or something ridiculous, and I actually see him come back from the odds. It's so entertaining and far more pleasing to watch as a viewer than any kind of regular Let's Play series. Because with a Let's Play series, you can watch it, and by sort of like episode 10 or something, the interest can start to wane. But these one-off episodes pull in lots of views, and they are fantastic to watch. So I recommend anything. But here he's got a Saving Alethanaar one, and he's got lots of other ones as well. If you scroll down by here, you'll see many more. He does lots of streams now, 7-hour streams, 5-hour streams, 8-hour streams, it doesn't matter. He streams an awful lot of Warhammer 2 amongst other Total War games, so if you're into sort of watching it live, you know, there's 8 hours there, you hopefully be able to catch him for one of those hours at least. He does top 5 videos, a bit like what I'm doing right now, I suppose, but he's been knocking them at the park. Top 5 challenging Total War campaigns. He's got top 5 easiest Total War campaigns. And some of his popular uploads by here, you can actually see top 5 most unhistorical Total War factions is actually his most viewed one. Top 5 difficult Total War factions to defeat, and he's got loads and loads of them. Exploit guides for Medieval 2. He's got some campaign videos that have done very well for him. He's done a Western Roman Empire. Oh my, Western Roman Empire, the hardest, you know, in my opinion as well, faction to play as in Total War. Stick out Legendary and give it a go. He's done it, and he's got it by there. He's got a funny general speeches guide by here as well. It goes on and on. The campaigns that he has done, and the audacity in some of his campaigns to pull off certain feats is ridiculous. Like I said, he is foul-mouthed, so if you are somebody of a disposition which doesn't like swearing, then he might not be the YouTuber for you. I guess what you would say is, if you're like a business person, he might not be the most marketable of people, but I would say screw it, because I think he's fantastic. I think the stuff he's done for the community, his opinions, I value very highly. His series are sometimes addictive. I mean that in the best of sense. You know, they are very entertaining to watch. He's live right now, as you can see, watching, doing a saving a disaster campaign right by here. The return of Skarsnik, Crooked Moon. So he's doing one live as well. And like I said, he's got over 1,000 people watching him by here. He has such a pull and such an influence in this community. And yeah, I rank him as my number one for various different reasons, which I've just mentioned. But I do honestly think he is one of the best, on YouTube at least, Total War players as well. And that's why I've picked him as my number one. But that's just my opinion. My opinion might count for a lot, might count for nothing. I'll let you be the judge of that. If you do have your own top 5 or top 10 or anything like that, then please let me know in the comment section below. I do realize that there will be many people out there that will say there's many YouTubers, some of which you can see on the right hand side by here, such as Pixelated Apollo, Alex the Rambler, Republic of Play, Milk and Cookies, that I haven't mentioned. If they're ones I don't really watch that much, then that might be a reason why. But by all means, let me know in the comment section below what you believe to be your top 5 Total War YouTubers. I've been DragonHeart. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.